Good morning, people of YouTube. And people who like magic, I guess. I don't know. However you watch this, that's fine. I don't care. Do you ever have that moment where you lose something and you're like, God, I'm so sure that the way that I live my life ensures that this would not have gotten lost. Like I have this set of the way I treat certain, so I lost like a computer power cable. And it's like, this is an item that I would never ever probably throw around in a careless way or shove somewhere, right? Like I'm pretty like careful typically with those types of things. But here we are. I don't know. We're a little bit, I don't want to say behind schedule. It's 6:41, but that's because I have a conference today. So I did not have to get up as early, which makes this a lot better. And we're just going to hop right back into our Izzet flash deck. We don't really need to go over it too much, but, you know, quick summary here. Lots of instant spells. Finish the game off the Brineborn Cutthroat, our Brazen Borrowers, our Thrix. Yesterday I noticed I was calling them Therix, but obviously it's just Thrix. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get that right today. Who knows? Yeah, just good stuff. Counter spells, Ionize, one of my favorite spells. What a sweet spell. Cool. And then it's our lucky day, because we got cast 20 blue and red spells. That's exactly the color spells that we are going to be casting. This white and green one, we could not be further from it. So, let's get into it. Traditional standard rank. Yesterday we went 2-0 in our best of threes. We'll see if that was a fluke. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Let's do this thing. Dietz versus Droba? I don't know. That's hard to say. So, no more messing around because we are now in silver. We can actually drop ranks now. That's spooky, right? All right, let's see what we got. So our opening hand is 3 lands, 2 negates, a quench, and a Bone Crusher Giant. I think I'm going to keep this. 3 lands is plenty for this deck. It's the right amount that I want to see. 2 negates and a quench and a Bone Crusher gives me a lot of flexibility to stop, especially against an opponent who I don't really know what he's going to have yet. So, oh wow, sorry, there's some weird sound effects coming from the game. In Bone Crusher, I can put some pressure on the board if I want to. So we've got Temple of Malice. Our opponent going first. Ooh, we draw a Temple of Epiphany. I'm semi-happy to see that. At least lets us scry away a land if we see one. Thrix. We already have 4 lands. I think we keep him. Because I can almost counter my way up to... Oh, so we may be against Grixis. This is going to be an interesting game. Let's throw out the island. So opponent has played a Temple of Malice and a Watery Grave. And let's go. I drew my Thrix, and we've got 2 untapped mana, so we have Quench and Negate live, or our Bone Crusher if we need it. I mean, I do not see our opponent playing I do not see him playing really anything. I think we're just going to... Do I just Bone Crusher his face in this scenario? Or do I hold it up? I think we just Bone Crusher his face. This is for you, Drabe. And a Blast Zone, huh? So we're going to throw out the Steam Vents tapped, and we're going to pass and let our opponent take the turn. So turn 3, our opponent plays him Swamp. He plays the Oracle of Half-Truths. I think we're going to quench this. I do not want my opponent to get more card advantage here, because that would let him get a bunch of cards. So, ooh, things are starting to look a little dicey for us, mainly because... So we drew another land, so now we're at 4 lands. We still have 2 more in hand, so that's 6 mana, 2 negates, and a Thrix and the Bone Crusher. We're going to hold up our counter magic here. I expect turn 5 a Planeswalker. Oh, there comes Cruxa. This is okay, because I'm fine dropping the Blast Zone out of here. Blast Zone or the Mountain? Do I get rid of the Blast Zone or the Mountain here? Let's get rid of... Do I have any spells that cost a bunch of red? We do have the Ember Cleave, but we have plenty of red now. Let's get rid of the Blast Zone. That might have been a mistake. I'm not sure. Well, another land. God, we've drawn way too many lands here. So we're going to play the Bone Crusher. Well... Do I play the Bone Crusher? I think I do play the Bone Crusher. I actually maybe should have looked at his discard pile. No, he does not have a lot of discard. And our opponent is going to Tyrant Scorn our Bone Crusher. I think I just let this resolve. He takes some damage. Now, maybe in hindsight, I should have held the Thrix. Here comes Nicole Bolas. We're definitely going to negate that. Okay, good. When a Brineborn Cutthroat, that is a great draw for us. We're going to end turn. So let's see. Our opponent has 4 cards in the graveyard. So here comes another Kroxa. I think we get rid of the Brineborn Cutthroat here and keep the negate back up with us. We're going to resolve. I'm going to get rid of the Brineborn Cutthroat. Okay. Now I'm pretty certain he can play these. Yeah, exile 5 other... Oh, no, he has to exile 5 other cards. He has exactly 5 cards in his graveyard right now. And down comes the Thrix. See if he has removal for it. If he does, that's bad for us. And... Oh. Oh, okay. Hello, Embercleave. All right, so things are about to get real interesting right now. Oh, this stinks that he has these Kroxas, though. So now the Kroxas are going to come into play. And we cannot counter them. Okay. And I mean, I'm pretty certain we're getting rid of the negate here. So Krox comes into play. Yep, resolve. Negate goes. Resolve the Kroxa. Thrix is coming down. And now it's here where I'm very happy to put my opponent on a real big clock here. In comes the Embercleave on the Thrix. Take 10, my good friend. And 10. Okay. So if our opponent doesn't have any removal, we are in great shape. But that doesn't seem very likely, honestly. And we'll just bounce this guy back to the hand. That's all right with me. Here you go, bud. You can have it back. We'll see what he's going to play. He's got to get rid of the Thrix now. Okay. And the Kroxa deals some damage to me, but doesn't do anything else. He's going to make me sick. The Embercleave. Okay, so we can win here if we are careful. Shoot, he can actually make me discard again. So I think I actually have to just play this Embercleave right now. It has Flash, though, right? So I can play it during my opponent's turn? Flash. So, well, we'll see what he's going to do. Maybe he doesn't play this. We might be able to steal one away. So here comes Kroxa. We're going to throw out the Embercleave. That goes to his graveyard. Let's see what else you got, Droba. Thief of Sanity, which he absolutely needs here. I think we're just opting right away. Thassa's Intervention, huh? Yeah, I'll keep that. Because I'm pretty sure I can counter anything that my opponent's going to play here. And if he doesn't have anything good to play, we're going to, you know, kill him. Yeah? Yes? Ooh, he might steal a counter spell here. Which would be very bad for us, right? I think it's actually going to be okay. Ooh, actually I don't have enough blue to play both of these. Cool. Oh, I made a mistake. We'll see. We might be able to steal one away here. So if he plays something mediocre, we're going to drop the Brazen Borrower. So here comes Bedevil. So we can Thassa's Intervention this, make him pay 2 more for it. Is that what I want? I think so. So pay 4 for it. This might be a negate or something for all I know. Or a quench even. Who knows what he got. Okay, he's going to let that go. Thrix. Okay. Huh. All right. So let's throw out our big boy here. Does he have a counter spell? Is that what he stole? Did he steal a counter spell? I guess not. Does he have a spell to kill this? He does have a devil. Okay. This stinks. We were so close, but our opponent just kind of got... I don't want to say he got lucky, but look at all this removal for my stuff. Ooh, that's bad. So the odds of him having stolen a counterspell here are very high, obviously. Which is going to kind of lock up the game for him. Those two Croxas too, man. Those things hurt us. And I just have to take this, I think. And he almost certainly has a counterspell at this point. Like, he's holding 3 of my cards, so... Zav, that's fine. Is he gonna turn it into... Surveils? Maybe he won't. And is this a counterspell? Did he steal a 3-mana counterspell? Does he have another removal? Oh, he stole a Bone Crusher. And that's it for us. Wow. Okay, so not a great showing against Grixis here. I thought we would have won that pretty easily, but I think we can still do this. Because we're going to go less Bone Crushers. We don't have a lot to use them on. And we're going to go more Negate Mystical Disputes. I don't think we need Storm's Wrath. I don't think we need a lot of this other stuff, but just a lot more counter magic. And I think we can lock this guy down. I don't think we need this. Okay. Slow and steady will win the race. We almost got away with that one. We just got a little unlucky. Our opponent had a lot of removal that game, plus all those Croxas. So I definitely want to play first. And yeah, it's a great opening hand. I'll keep this. Throw in the Steam Vents. Okay. The only thing we're missing here is I wish we had the our little Brineborn Cutthroat buddy. All right. Down comes that. I'm not sure if I chuck this Brazen Borrower nice and early. I'm tempted to get it on the board almost immediately, but we'll see what happens here. I'm going to be able to opt and Brazen Borrower. Well, opt, quench. We did sort of draw a few too many lands last game, so here comes Croxa again. I mean, I'm going to have to discard a card anyways. So do I just quench it? Or do I just start to beat the crud out of him at this point? Because I could get rid of this Castle Vantress. I don't know if I should get rid of the Castle Vantress. Maybe I should opt first. I just don't really like quenching this. You know what? I think we ditch the Castle Vantress. And I'm just going to start beating him up with this Brazen Borrower until he dies. I don't know if this is the right choice, but I think we can get away with this, honestly. Because we have a lot of counter... Well, I take it back. We do not have a lot of counter magic. Yeah, we're going to resolve. I'm going to send the land. Resolve. And I want the Brazen Borrower on the board to start beating the crap out of my opponent. And there's another land, so that's good. I'm super happy we dumped that land now. Let's start hitting him. And this next turn is going to be Quench and Opt. And down comes another land from our opponent. Let's see what he's got for us. Lazav coming down. Oh, we might have made a big mistake. So let's opt here. We made a big mistake. He's going to get his guy out of the graveyard, isn't he? There's Negate, huh? Negate doesn't do it here. Lord of mercy, we are in trouble. So if we quench, he cannot turn him into the big boy. Do we have an answer to the big boy, though? That's the question. Well, next turn will be Embercleave for us. I think. So do I just quench this now because I won't be able to give myself another turn? Well, he'll be able to turn it into it later. So I think we just let that resolve. In a mystical dispute. Where were you last turn, little guy? I needed you then. Do I Ember Cleave this? Let's do it. We might lose here, unfortunately. But this really forces our opponent to kind of have an answer, like, right now. So I don't know if he missed a thing or what, but... Sure. Sure. So we kind of took a big risk. I don't think our Brazen Borrower is going to live, or there's a very small chance he lives. We just kind of didn't, unfortunately, we didn't get the right combination of counter spells. Thought Erasure. Okay. Wow, so he needs... So I have to pray he doesn't have a way to get rid of this. If he can't get rid of this right now, we are in really good shape. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't care about that. Quench is going. Do you have another Croxa? Is that what you're... Ah, dang it. Rats. And I think we're just dead here. Let's get out. Yeah, I don't know. Just didn't really go our way either game. But that's all right. Sometimes down to... This is what happens when you're in Silver Tier 4, you know? All right. So let's get into the next one. Bad showing against Grixis. Maybe it's a bad matchup. I'm not sure. Because the Croak's a discard, right? It's like we have this counter magic. It doesn't really pay for us to counter the Croaks at all, essentially. So we're against Sasha Slinger. We've got a Fabled Passage, a Mountain, and a Gate, a Quench, 2 Brazen Bars, and Ember Cleave. I'm going to keep 7. We're going to keep this hand. Temple of Malice. Maybe we're against another Grixis. Maybe we're about to find out that Grixis is a horrible matchup for us. So Temple of Epiphany out first. Do I want this 4th land? You know, we haven't seen that in both those games. We didn't see a single Ionize. 2 full games, huh? Do I keep the island here? I think so. Oh, doesn't look like we're going to be seeing anything from our opponent too quickly here. Opponent plays a Fabled Passage turn 2. Out comes the tapped island. We're going to play our island, and we're just going to hold up Quench here. Also, no Brineborn Cutthroats either game, or well, we did see them the first game, but we didn't see them, you know, in the beginning. All right, so opponent playing a Thought Erasure, doing a Gator. I think we're just gonna... I think this is just getting quenched. Saying, no way, Jose. You're not playing that. All right, and we see a Steam Vents. We're seeing too many lands now. It's feeling very reminiscent already of the first game. So our opponent plays 4 mana. Agonizing Remorse. I think I'm negating this. Yeah. And an Ionize. Beautiful. So let's pop the Fabled Passage because I want to thin my deck of some lands here. More blue or red. We have plenty of both, so let's just grab an island. And we're going to next and end turn. Ooh, let's see what's going to happen. So out comes Elspeth's Nightmare. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with 2 or less is what it would do. Turn opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. I don't think I want to... Boy, he's going to discard my Ionize, though. And that is quite bad for us. So do I just Ionize it now? Or do I Brazen Borrower now? Or what? I think we just deal with this. Because I just want to get this Brazen Borrower out. So he's going to take the Ionize. Actually, you know what? I want to Brazen Bar that back, and if he plays it again, I will Ionize it this time. And if he wants to use his whole turn for that, that is fine by me. Out comes that. Does he have a Nicole? He's a Fires of Invention. That we are not letting come out. I don't think so, buddy. Oh, and a Quench. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, huh? Do I keep up the Quench? I think I hold up Quench, Brazen Bar, or I can Ember Cleave next turn, and then he's very close to dead at that point. So close. Question is, what will he play? A Murderous Rider. That is okay, actually, because he's going to die now. Can we steal this one away? A Fae of Wishes. So I don't think I even have to quench this, but we're just going to. And he's tapped out, so let's get this out here. And, oh, this is going to be a very nice, clean game for us. And that's it. Wow, the power of Ember Cleave. Ember Cleave is insane in this deck. It is so good. Because, right, our opponent, who is about half-life, right at 10, he feels safe using his... All right, so Mystical Disputes in, Negates in. And Bone Crusher's out again? I think so. Thrix, boy, I don't know how I feel about you, except the fact that you really beat on people when you get out there, so that's why I kind of like him. He's kind of a burst, he's a burst potential. Gadwick, we haven't seen Gadwick either these games either. Where are my guys? Where's Gadwick and Brineborn Cutthroat? The two best buddies in the whole game. How are we doing? 7:03. Conference starts at 9, so we're in good shape. Sasha Slinger. So I would have thought that maybe this is a better, maybe Grixis Fires is a better matchup than the Kroxa Grixa, because the Kroxa Grixis, all right, 2 Negates and an Opt and 4 lands. I don't love it. We are on the play, though, or we're on the draw, so maybe it's okay. We're going to draw an extra card. I'm going to get to Opt. All right, our opponent not doing anything too fast. Oh, a Brineborn Cutthroat. Okay. So if we can keep these Negates alive, and we're going to end turn. So I have to hope he doesn't have a discard effect or anything like that, but he might. And down, he does not, it looks like. Okay. We're going to pass. Should we opt right away? I think so. Or do I save it for the Brineborn? Do I really need to play this? Because I don't think I do. I think we hold it up. This may have been a really stupid decision, so I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay. So now we have Negates up in case our opponent tries anything funky. And we also have the Brian, so I don't expect him to have anything to play right now because he's going to scry. Okay, so this is going to be a big, a lot can happen if this Brineborn Cutthroat makes it. Down he comes. Does our opponent have an instant speed removal spell? Looks like he does. Oh, bummer. Bummer. Okay, well, we do have Brazen Borrowers, so let's play that and next and end turn. So now we will be opting if our opponent doesn't make us do something here, so. And out comes the Fires, I'm going to guess. God Eternal Kefnet, amazing. So yeah, we'll resolve that. Let's opt here. Thrix. We are close to being able to play you, although... I think I keep this, although the issue is I'm going to be bouncing this Kefnet for a while, so. Hey, see you later, Kefnet. Head on back, buddy. There's a Quench, perfect. That's beautiful. So let's pop this. And we got to go get a red right now, because we don't have a lot of red. Boom. Sorry, I'm definitely not talking through this game very well. So I'm hoping our opponent just tries to play that Kefnet again. One time, play the Kefnet. Right, there comes it. Yep, and definitely the tapped land. And there we go. We'll quench that Kefnet out of existence. Goodbye, young man. Yes, sir. And we're just going to pass it up. Still 2 negates up. If we can get this Brineborn Cutthroat down and live, we're going to be in a good spot. So here comes the Chandra. Cannot be countered. Oh. All right, so you got me there, young man. Fair. Okay, and Brineborn Cutthroat coming down. Sure. And I guess we're just gonna send that back to his hand while we're at it. Yep. Boy, I do not know what to do here. We're sort of in trouble. This is a great card against us. So we'll see if he just plays this again. I'm assuming he's going to. And will he minus it to get rid of this? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't get rid of it, so. He's gonna +2. Okay. Very interesting choice, I think, right? So this would give me 7 damage and put it down to 1. Yeah, let's play it. Okay, yeah, we'll take 2 from those. So if he wants to plus it, and I think we keep this, because now I've got double negate up for his goofiness. Sure.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
What do you got, buddy? A Thought Erasure. Yeah, I'm going to negate that, because I want this Cutthroat to get nice and big. What else you got? Ashiok Nightmare Muse, and we'll negate that too while we're at it. Cool. Yep, I'll take 3 from those. Resolve, resolve, resolve. Up to 5 mana. 6 at you, 3 at her. Pow, pow. And now we've got Thrix coming down next turn. Our opponent has to be able to deal with both of these, or do I just Gadwick here for a bunch? I think we just Gadwick for 2. Well, I'm taking 3 every turn, so I actually don't have that many turns to deal with this. So he has to deal with both of these, plus I can play the Brineborn and the Brazen again next turn for maximum pressure. So here's the Fae of Wishes. How concerned I am about the Fae of Wishes. What can he go get for 3 mana? And do I get more damage from the Thrix or the Brineborn plus? Oh, these 2 probably. So what can he... 3 mana. Am I in trouble? Am I in trouble? Fae of Wishes, what can you get? I'm like really on edge now because I didn't think I'd lose that first Grixis matchup, and now I'm like, okay, and he goes to get a Tyrant Scorn, which I guess is gonna kill this? Oh, he played a blocker. He's playing a blocker. Amazing. That's incredible. There's a Tyrant Scorn. Destroying target creature 3 or less. Okay. He's going to destroy it. Is it better to get the Brineborn up? Probably better to drop the Thrix here. Get him on down. Get our boy on down. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Mystical Dispute is good. Do I leave that up? Can he afford to take 4? Let him have it. Okay. We'll end turn here. We'll keep up the Mystical Dispute. We'll keep up our Borrowers. and Cutthroat. See what you got, buddy. 2 cards in hand. I've got, what, 3 turns? 2 turns left, basically. Which is not a lot. Well, I would not attack with this if I were you, but I'm not you. Yeah, that's okay with me. So now I can Fae, go get a 2-mana spell. Okay. I don't know if this is good or not. I'm a little nervous about it. Oh, maybe I should have Mystical Disputed that. Oops. I'll just Mystical Dispute whatever he goes and gets. Sorry, I don't know why I'm worrying about this. He's dead, right? He's completely dead. What could he possibly go... I mean, maybe this is really naive of me to think what he could possibly go get at this point, but... And he went and get a mass manipulation. I have no idea what's going on, but no. Wow. Okay, I guess I thought that would go a lot worse than it did. Bam, bam, bam. Silver tier, rank up. Silver tier, rank 3. We're making it, people. I think that's all for today's video. I was a little, I think, disoriented today. I really didn't call my games that well. I don't even know if I made a lot of the right decisions. I think because I still don't know, especially against Grixis, that first Grixis game where they make you discard with a Croxa. Because you obviously don't counter the Croxa. Maybe you do, because you have to discard a card anyway. Well, because then that was a scenario where it's like, well, I want to discard some lands instead. I don't know. Let's open up a pack. Check out our packs. And I'm going to predict, I know last time I predicted that it would be a mediocre rare, and it ended up being a mythic, and a really good mythic. But this time, it will be a mediocre rare. And show me the mediocre rare. That's not a mediocre rare. Ashiok's Erasure is pretty good, actually. See, this card against the Croxa would feel okay, right? Enters the battlefield. Can't cast the same. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Thanks for watching, people. I am going to go to my conference, but I will be back tomorrow morning to play some more Magic before I go to work. Okay, bye. Sorry, I gotta look at this thing to click a button.